Hi, it's me. Number 10. Paititi. In 2009, an amateur archaeologist claimed to have found the lost city of Paititi in the Amazon rainforest. The search began after a peasant in the Peruvian jungle came across some ruins while clearing land for an animal pasture. He reported his discovery to the local authorities, who then brought in scientists and archaeologists to investigate. After finding shards of pottery, pieces of metal tools, and other artifacts, researchers were convinced that they had found something significant. However, despite several subsequent expeditions to the site, no actual evidence of the lost city has ever been found again. The team was led by Peruvian archaeologist Walter Alban, who admitted that their search had not been successful, but would continue the hunt for Paititi until he died. According to legend, the Inca king Pachacuti built Paititi in 1438 to serve as a fortress in the war against the Chanca people. It is said that after the king's death, his son Topa Inca Yupanqui destroyed the city and relocated its inhabitants to Cusco. Since no one knows exactly where the city was located or what happened to it, it continues to be a mystery. Number 9. El Dorado. The legend of El Dorado has captured the imaginations of many throughout history. The tale tells of a magical city of gold existing somewhere deep within the South American jungle. But the truth is that no one has ever been able to find the lost city, if it even exists. The story goes back centuries when the Muisca people inhabited the area that is now Colombia. Their civilization thrived in the 6th century with large settlements and impressive architecture. However, in 1537, Spanish conquistadors arrived and enslaved most of the population, forcing them to abandon their homes. Some escaped into the dense jungle and formed a new society based around the worship of the sun god, Bora. They built a city out of gold and jewels to honor him, and this is where the legend of El Dorado was born. Over the years, many explorers have tried to find the lost city, but all have failed. Some believe that El Dorado never really existed, while others are convinced it still stands hidden in the jungle waiting to be discovered. Number 8. Zora. The ancient Greek historian Herodotus wrote about a mythical city called Zora, which was supposedly located somewhere in Arabia. According to Herodotus, the city was so vast and opulent that it put the wealth of the surrounding countries to shame. But as time went on, the city was forgotten and eventually lost to history. Scholars have speculated for years about the location of the lost city, with some believing it may have been in modern-day Oman or Yemen. However, no archaeological evidence has ever been found to support these theories. In recent years, some have suggested that Zora may not be a physical place at all, but rather a metaphor used by Herodotus to describe the opulence of the Arabian Peninsula. Only time will tell what new discoveries may shed light on the mystery of Zora and help us better understand this ancient civilization. Number 7. The Lost City of the Monkey God. Deep in the Honduran jungle lies the ruins of a mysterious ancient city known as the Lost City of the Monkey God. The city was first explored in the 19th century by American adventurer Theodore C. Falardeau, who named it after the howler monkeys that inhabit the region. However, the true origins of the city remain a complete mystery. Archaeologists believe that it was once home to a large population of Maya people, but we don't know much else about it. In recent years, several expeditions have been launched to uncover more about this lost civilization. One of the most exciting discoveries came when archaeologists found a series of hieroglyphic stairs carved into the side of a hill. These stairs contain some of the oldest known written records of the Maya people, but they have yet to be deciphered. As researchers continue to explore the site, they hope to learn more about the culture and history of the people who lived there. No. 6. The Lost City of Ophir. The ancient city of Ophir is mentioned several times in the Bible and is said to be the source of great wealth and exotic goods. However, the exact location of the city has never been discovered, leading many to believe that it may be nothing more than a myth. According to biblical accounts, Ophir was located at the end of the sea, far away from Israel. Some believe that Ophir could have been in modern-day Somalia or Ethiopia. but this is disputed because neither of these locations are near any sea. Others believe that Ophir may have been a port city in the Persian Gulf, such as Bahrain or Kuwait. This theory is supported by the fact that these cities were known for their wealth and trade during the time period in which Ophir supposedly existed. Unfortunately, without any physical evidence, it's impossible to say for sure where the lost city of Ophir may lie. Number 5. Dwarka. According to Hindu mythology, Dwarka was once a prosperous and powerful city located on the western coast of India. It was the capital of an ancient kingdom ruled by Lord Krishna, an incarnation of the god Vishnu. The city was said to be made of wood and was home to many temples, palaces, and other impressive structures. However, over time, the city began to decline and eventually sank into the ocean. For centuries, scholars debated whether or not Dwarka was a real place or just a figment of imagination. In recent years, however, new evidence has emerged that suggests it may have actually existed. Several underwater excavations have uncovered artifacts such as coins, sculptures, and pieces of pottery that date back thousands of years. While this doesn't prove that Dwarka was once a great city, it does suggest that there may have been some sort of settlement along the coast in ancient times. 4. The city of Iram. The city of Iram is mentioned in the Quran as being a place of great beauty and luxury. It was inhabited by a powerful tribe who lived in peace until they were overcome by their own arrogance and became the victims of a divine curse. According to Islamic tradition, the city was struck by lightning and turned to dust. Since then, it has been lost to the sands of time. While the exact location of Aram is unknown, many believe it to be somewhere in the Middle East. Some scholars have suggested that Aram may have been situated in what is now Saudi Arabia, while others believe it could have been in Iraq or Jordan. Despite centuries of speculation, no archaeological evidence has ever been found to confirm the existence of Iram. It's possible that the city is nothing more than a myth, or that it was destroyed so completely that there's no trace of it left today. 3. The lost city of Atlantis. The legendary city of Atlantis has captivated the human imagination for centuries. Plato described Atlantis as a place of wisdom and enlightenment, but also of great hubris and immorality. According to Plato, the gods punished Atlantis by sinking it beneath the sea, leaving only a few survivors to tell the tale. While Plato's writings are the primary source of our knowledge about Atlantis, there is no archaeological evidence to support its existence. Many believe that Atlantis was purely a figment of Plato's imagination, while others believe it may have been based on a real historical event. Proponents of the latter theory point to similarities between Plato's description of Atlantis and various ancient civilizations such as Egypt, Greece, and Mesopotamia. However, without any concrete evidence, the true nature of Atlantis may never be known. 2. Pavonia. Pavonia is a mysterious lost city that is believed to have been located in what is now northern Argentina. It is thought to have been founded by a group of Spanish conquistadors in the early 16th century, but was abandoned shortly thereafter. Little is known about the city's history, but legends speak of a grand metropolis filled with gold and silver. Some believe that the city was cursed, leading to its downfall, while others believe it simply fell victim to the changing times. Despite its mysterious past, there is some evidence to suggest that Pavia may have actually existed. Local folklore contains stories of the city, and some believe that artifacts from the era have been found in the region. However, no concrete evidence has ever been uncovered, leaving the true story of Pavonia unknown. 1. The Kingdom of Sheba. The Kingdom of Sheba is mentioned several times in the Bible and is said to have been located in what is now Yemen. According to biblical accounts, Sheba was a wealthy and powerful kingdom that sent its queen to visit King Solomon in Jerusalem. The two leaders formed a close relationship, and Solomon gave Sheba many gifts, including gold and spices. However, the exact location of Sheba has never been discovered, leading many to believe that it may be nothing more than a myth. Some scholars believe that Sheba was actually a trading post rather than an independent kingdom. This theory is supported by the fact that there is no archaeological evidence of a great city or civilization in Yemen during the time period in which Sheba supposedly existed. Without any physical proof, it's impossible to say for sure what happened to the lost kingdom of Sheba. Thanks for watching. Do you think any of these lost cities actually exist? Let me know your thoughts. See you next time. Bye.